All right, let's just jump right into it. I've got a question for you today that sounds, well, it sounds impossible, right? It totally messes with everything we know about biology, about physics. How can something see if it doesn't have any eyes?
So, here's the game plan for this video. First, we're going to lay out this wild paradox. Then, we'll dig into some theories of perception, the possible explanations. After that, we'll check out what people in different cultures have to say. You know, the human element. And we'll wrap it all up with a look at what science and philosophy think about the whole thing. Let's do this.
All right, first section. Let's get right to the heart of the matter, this impossible question that seems to break all the rules.
And here it is, the big one. How can spirits see without eyes? I mean, just let that sink in for a second. It flies in the face of everything we understand about the physical world, you know?
Okay, so let's break this down. For you and me, human vision is, well, it's a physical thing, right? Light comes in, hits our eyes, our brain processes it, and boom, we see. It's a whole system, it needs organs. But then you have spirit vision. We're talking about something non-physical. No body, no organs, definitely no eyes. And yet we hear all these accounts of them perceiving things. It's a total contradiction. So, what's the deal?
So that leads us to the big theories, the explanations. How do we even start to wrap our heads around this? Well, people have come up with some really incredible ideas. Let's dive in.
Okay, we're basically looking at three main schools of thought here. First up is this idea of pure consciousness. Then we've got something a little more out there, higher dimensions. And finally, we'll look at the concept of energy fields.
All right, theory one, pure consciousness. Think about it like this. What if our consciousness is the one actually doing the seeing, and our eyes are just the cameras? It's like we're watching a live stream of the world through our eyes. So, if a spirit doesn't have a body, maybe its consciousness just gets the raw data feed, you know? No camera, no filter, just direct experience. It's not seeing like we do, it's more like a deep knowing.
Okay, this next one is a real mind-bender. It's straight out of science fiction. Picture yourself, a 3D person, looking at a flat, 2D piece of paper with a drawing on it. You can see the whole thing, right? The front, the back, even what's inside the lines, all at once. So, what if spirits are in a higher dimension looking down on our 3D world? They wouldn't see it like we do. They'd perceive it in a way that our brains just aren't wired to understand.
Theory number 3 gets a little more into physics. The idea here is that a spirit might put out its own energy field, kind of like a bubble around it. And by feeling the ripples and changes in that field, maybe picking up on things in the electromagnetic spectrum, it can build a perfect mental map of what's around it. It's less like seeing and more like, I don't know, a super sensitive radar or sonar system.
Okay, so those are the big, brainy theories. But let's bring it back down to earth for a second. What about the human element? How do people who actually claim to experience this stuff describe it? This quote from a medium just nails it. It's knowing what's there without seeing it. That's so powerful, right? It just gets rid of the whole idea of light and optics. It's about something else entirely, a direct download of information, of knowing the essence of a place or a person.
Here's a great way to think about it, something you can probably relate to. Imagine you're in your childhood home, but with your eyes closed. You could still navigate it, couldn't you? You just know where the couch is, where that tricky step on the stairs is. You're not seeing it, you're knowing it. Now just imagine that feeling, that sense of knowing, but applied to, well, everything.
And look, this idea isn't new at all. People have been grappling with this for centuries. If you look at Buddhist traditions, consciousness is the real deal, and our senses are just temporary tools for this life. The ancient Egyptians, they believed the spirit kept all its senses, but in a better, non-physical form. And in a lot of indigenous shamanism, spirits are seen as energy beings who perceive the world through vibrations. The same core idea keeps popping up all over history. Okay, get ready for the final section because we're about to take a really cool twist. We're going to see how a weird little corner of modern science and some philosophy might just flip this whole problem on its head. So check this out. In the bizarre world of quantum physics, there's this thing called quantum entanglement. Einstein called it spooky action at a distance.
Basically, you can link two tiny particles, and no matter how far apart they are, even across the galaxy, they're instantly connected. What happens to one, the other knows immediately. There's no message sent, it's just a connection. It's a proven fact, so could that be a physical model for the kind of direct knowing we're talking about? It's a pretty wild idea to chew on.
And all of this, it brings us to a huge final thought. What if, after all this searching for an answer, we've been asking the wrong question the whole time? I mean, think about it. What is sight? It's just our body's method for collecting information. That's all it is. So if a spirit or a consciousness has a different way to get that same information, a more direct way, does it really matter that we call it seeing? Or are we just stuck trying to fit something massive into our tiny little box of human experience?
So maybe the real paradox here isn't about how spirits see. Maybe the paradox is us, trying to measure the entire universe with our own limited biological ruler. It's a question that goes way beyond spirits and gets to the very nature of consciousness and reality. But that's my take. I really want to know, what do you think? Drop your theories down in the comments.
Hey, if this video got your brain working, do me a huge favor and smash that like button. It really helps out. And if you have a friend who loves digging into mysteries like this, go ahead and share it with them. And of course, if you want more videos that make you question everything, make sure you subscribe to Myrex Media. Thanks for hanging out with me today. We'll see you in the next one.